All right, we are live Thursday, August 7th. You are watching Donavon Talks Cowboys, and this is what I believe is the trade the Cowboys should be seeking if we're going to trade Micah Parsons. And I am a believer that we should trade Micah Parsons. For one, I believe it's too far gone. Once it became a tit for tat, a back and forth between Micah Parsons and the owner, Jerry Jones, why try to mend that? Why say, okay, we're going to sign the contract and then we're going to keep it business as usual? No, let's not do that. I'm not saying that the owner and a star player has to be best friends, but I would like for y'all to like each other. I mean, we've heard Jerry Jones and how he talks about Dak Prescott. I don't think Jerry Jones likes Dak Prescott, and vice versa. I don't know anybody who should like Jerry Jones, to be honest with you, but I don't think Jerry Jones and Dak Prescott like each other, and I don't think that's the best relationship. They're just keeping it 100. Um, so are we gonna do this again with Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones? Doesn't seem like that relationship is really working. Do you really think Jerry Jones and Michael Irvin didn't get along? Jerry Jones and Troy Aikman? Sure, Jerry Jones and Emmitt Smith probably had a little bit because there was a little bit of contract issue. But last time I checked, I don't think I've heard them say anything bad about Jerry Jones. Neither one of those players. And then you can get down to the Nate Newtons and all the other guys too. So when it starts talking about relationships, why pay Micah if we have this type of relationship? I say move on. Now, when we say move on, we got to move on and get something good now. We got to get on. We got to get something good now. So I look around and I say, okay, what do I want? We know we need defense. What kind of player do we need though? So I started thinking, y'all remember a few years ago, there was a guy named Jamal Adams, safety. He was more in his prime, but Jamal Adams had an option. I think he was a free agent or there was an opportunity where we could get Jamal Adams in his prime. And the Cowboys fans were all over that, and it never really happened. And there were some character issues, for one, and there were some injury concerns. If you wanted Jamal Adams 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you definitely should want Budda Baker. Budda Baker's a better player, for one. He's a more durable player, for two. And he's still in his prime, for three. All right. Now, if you're not familiar with Budda Baker's game, I'll go ahead and go to Wiki. Let's just go to Wiki real quick. We're going to do some stats, and then we're going to get back to the film. All right. We're talking about a guy who's 29 years old, been in the league for 8 years, and been in the Pro Bowl 7 of those 8 years. All right. 7-time Pro Bowler. He only missed the Pro Bowl once, and that was 2018. 6, 7 years ago. All right. He solo tackles leader in 2019. This is a safety. Uh, Two-time first team all pro player. Two-time second team all pro, including 2024, last year. So this guy is still in his prime. All right. He was a second round pick. This isn't a late bloomer type of guy. This is a proven guy in college, proven guy in the NFL. And if you watch the Cardinals or you play against them, it's hard to say you don't realize this guy. It's hard to say you don't realize who Budda Baker is on that football field. All right. So Micah Parsons, Budda Baker seems like a good trade. Not just heads up. Micah Parsons is 3 years younger. We need 2 first-round picks as well. So would you trade Micah Parsons for Budda Baker and 2 first-round picks? I would. I would actually do it for 1 first-round pick. I would trade Micah for Budda Baker and 1 first-round pick and maybe a player. If you can't give me two, I would do that. Are we getting a comparable as far as impact? Yes. Budda Baker is an impact player. No, he's not going to sack the quarterback. He's not on the D line. But Budda Baker is an impact player. Look at this. He's an energy guy too. All right. So you want a guy who brings energy to the team. When Micah Parsons makes plays, Micah Parsons is only happy on the field when he makes plays. Y'all see the body language when he's on the field. I watch every snap of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not a Micah Parsons hater. I watch every snap. When you watch him, it doesn't look like he's having fun playing football. Maybe if he gets a sack, he is, but it doesn't look like he's really having fun playing football. Body language matters. All right. We're talking about a guy who gives his all every play. We need help at safety. Are we really going to keep playing Malik Hooker? I mean, are we really going to keep playing Donovan Wilson? These types of guys? Let's get a guy like Budda. Let's get a real playmaker. Let's get a real playmaker in there. Look at the speed to close. Boom. Look at the finish. Look at the confidence. Look at the talk shit. I like it. Budda Baker and 2 first-round picks for Micah Parsons. Budda Baker and a first-round pick for Micah Parsons. I'm taking it. How's the contract? Well, the contract isn't bad either. He's still signed through 2027, so you don't have to worry about paying him a lot of money right away. Budda Baker's 29 years old. That means he's probably got at least 2 years, but 3 years of prime football still. By the time he's 31, 32, the contract's over. He's going towards the end of his prime. This is the time we're trying to win a Super Bowl anywhere within these next 3 years. That's how long Dak has. We got about 3-year window. Let's get a guy like this. We got a 3-year window with Dak. Let's get a guy like Budda Baker to lead our team. All over the field. Again, he's a guy who stands out. Look at him playing a run. Look at that. Look at him playing a run. So this is a guy who doesn't play Micah's position, but also could help when it comes to the run defense. Now, one thing I would admit, Budda Baker is not a great one-on-one defender, but he's a safety. You don't want him one-on-one with a receiver anyway. Great blitzer. Think Orlando Scandrick, but on steroids, of course. Again, if you wanted Jamal Adams a few years ago, how could you not want him? First of all, they're the same age today, but obviously Budda Baker is a better player, more durable player, and still in this prime today. There's not too many players that we can trade for when it comes to Micah Parsons, but I would trade Micah Parsons for Budda Baker. Give me a first-round pick. I would take that. Give me a first and a second. Give me a first and 2 seconds. I'll probably take that. Here he goes. Makes a play here. Tell me what y'all think. Budda Baker and 2 first-round picks, or Budda Baker and a first and a second, and for Micah Parsons. We get a starting safety. We get a Pro Bowl safety. We get a couple first-round pick, couple draft picks. We get an impact player right away. We get a guy who's durable. He barely misses any games. So there's no injury issues so far. He's not even 30 years old yet. He plays with energy. He plays with confidence. He plays hard. Players love him. Coaches love him. Haven't heard any issues with him. He just plays football. He don't have no podcast. He's a guy that you fear on the field. Look at that. He's a guy that you fear on the field, and he wants you to fear him. Come here. Impact player, just like number 11, Micah Parsons. You got to find him. You got to find Budda. They got to know where Budda Baker is everywhere. This is an Ed Reed type of a player, except better against the run. Not quite against the pass, but better against the run. Ooh, got to make that play. So this is what I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic. If we're going to trade somebody, We're going to trade Micah for somebody. Let's go get an impact player like this. All right. The Arizona Cardinals need more sacks. They need more pressure on the quarterback. If I'm a Cardinals fan, I'm thinking I'm a Micah Parsons away from making a run. Because at the end of the day, safeties do make impact, but I wouldn't say they make more impact than a Micah Parsons. So this is a good trade for y'all. Tell me what y'all think. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe. Would you trade Micah Parsons for Budda Baker? Couple draft picks. I want to hear what y'all think.